It almost feels like a cloudiness.
Cloudiness. Okay. Suppose, let's start there. Feels like a cloudiness has come and is clouded over the what is. Is it true?
No.
No. Cloudiness would just be another sensation, experience. So cloudiness, now cloudiness is perceived. What it means cloudiness is perceived, that's all.
And then some thoughts will come.
Some thoughts are arising in the cloudiness, some thoughts are arising. They're also perceived, meaning that, like anything else, you didn't stop perceiving. Things come and go. You know the difference between the things that come and go and that which does not go. It's true or not?
It's true.
Even more clearly than before. Before, you had no reference for anything that you have experienced in your life that did not go. Everything you experienced was going. Yesterday went. This morning came and went. Friends come and go. Memory comes and goes. Objects come and go. Imagination come and go. Family come and go. Everything is coming and going. Thought come and go. Feelings come and go. So thoughts now still coming and going. What is the trouble?
Is it possible that, so it feels like the cloudiness and the thoughts start to preempt the space. They start to almost fill it up. Yeah. Is it possible that I have a misperception that that's not supposed to happen? That there's not supposed to be anything inside the what is?
Well, in a way, what is so magnificent about the what isness is that everything must appear in it and disappear in it.
So I have a misperception that it remains empty.
Everything appears in it and disappears in it, and all the while it remains empty.
So when things appear in it,
yes,
that's just to perceive.
Yes.
It's not a problem. I'm making it a problem and it's not a problem.
Wait, maybe even the functioning of perception, is perceived. The fact that you know that, like right now, you know you're conscious, isn't it? Everybody knows I'm conscious right now. I'm in the waking state and I'm conscious. I'm conscious of many people here in this place, and we're speaking about this, and I'm feeling a bit uneasy, or I'm feeling very comfortable, I'm feeling a bit agitated, I'm feeling a bit confused. Whatever the feeling is, there's awareness of that feeling. That feeling will soon go. But some people may even taste a feeling like some agitation is here, but they're not concerned about it. And because they're not deeply concerned about it, they're not identified with it, it doesn't register deeply in the consciousness. It doesn't leave any lasting impression. It's just a sensation like everything else. It comes and goes in the space of perceiving. Maybe some feelings came, and those feelings feel like they're from the old state. The old way of thinking and feeling is arising, you see? And so I must be the same old person feeling them. And now I've lost the what is. But the what is not a feeling. Can I say like this? For those of you, it is not merely a feeling. Because if it's a feeling, feelings come and go. Normally, human beings, we are looking for something, some kind of experience that we can feel. Oh, this feels really good. This tastes really good. Oh, this is really enjoyable. Oh, that is really intense. These are sensations, and we love experiencing diversity. This is sweet, this is bitter, this is tall, this is this. We love experiencing, in fact. Bitter or sweet, we love it. But this that isn't an experience like other experiences. It's not coming through the senses. Who follows? Yes. It's not just coming through the sense of, oh, that tastes nice. I can't say the what is tastes nice. It's not, it's tasteless actually. I can't say that, oh, it is round or that it is very long, because it is not any of those things. It's not reporting through the eyes. For the first time, you were seeing something, but not with these. Normally when we say we see something, I can see something here. What did you see with?
Heart.
With your heart.
Heart.
You saw.
Yes.
And when you speak from your heart, how strong you are, how clear. You see, you are not saying, I think, I believe. You are saying, it is so. That is power. And all of that, right now today, seems as though it's not quite so as it was a few days ago. Today is what, Sunday? Maybe a few days ago would have been Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. What does that mean in the what is?
Nothing.
Nothing. So I want you to look at what it is that is it not just a thought?
It's a belief.
It's a belief.
It's some belief in that old state, being intruding.
Yes. Let's look at belief, because belief is a very powerful thing in the human kingdom. Belief. But belief changes also. It come and go, true or not?
True.
Yes. So it is also a sensation. It is also something phenomenal, something that appears and disappears. So don't take it like belief is a kind of fact that is something true. We believe all kinds of things, and many of them are not true. So the fact that we believe something, if you believe and you insist on your belief, if you really take it deep down, you will kind of believe it into existence, and it becomes your experience. Yeah.
I believe the belief came, and then the mind grabbed it,
Okay.
and then the mind says, "Oh, it's contaminated. This space is kind of now it's
These are really good pointers.
contaminated."
Suppose belief arose, okay, inside, which it can do. And then the mind or the person grabs the belief. Are you trapped in that bubble, that scenario? Are you trapped in the bubble of that, or are you outside of that?
Well, I'm seeing that I'm outside of that.
Yes. Because that, whatever that's going on, that will soon pass. And when it passes, will you have passed?
No.
You are still here to say, that's gone now. So it cannot be you. We need to find out what this is, because it's a strong thing, whatever it is. Because the what is, when it is recognized, is there anywhere where the what is absent from?
No.
No. You answer no. There's nowhere that can exist where the what is not. Yeah?
True.
Okay. And yet there's something inside here that's saying, something has changed. Something has changed. And that change seems significant enough to make me feel I've lost it. So what is that change? It must be something, some atomic power it must have. Just like you can use your fingernail and cover the sun. One thought, ill-conceived, can cover your intuitive recognition of your heart. You can do it. So what is this thing? that appears to be hiding the what is. And hiding it from who? Papa. Hiding it from who? From you. And you are what? And where?
I am what is. I'm everywhere.
Oh, things have changed. I am happy you speak, because just like this, and she's right also, just like this, you have to get used to, you're going to have to get used to the craftiness, the cunningness of the personal mind. Because of this mind has a power to create the sense of delusion. And we, the consciousness, also, are believing in the different plays of the mind. And if you believe in them, then it's like, each one is like a little drug. Like if you take alcohol, it will have a certain kind of feeling in the body. If you take some other drug, it will have a different feeling in the body. Like each concept believe in is giving a different little vibration, giving you a little hit. Okay? But we are so used to that, it's shaping the way you think and the way you feel, and who you think you are is gradually being shaped by your thoughts and what you believe is true. And the mind is not stable. So many of the things we believe also keeps changing, because in that realm, nothing is steady. All your life. Some would even say all your lives. Maybe this is not your only and first life. Maybe this is many lives you have lived, you haven't forgotten. Like you forgot last Wednesday, last Monday. What were you doing last Monday? Exactly. Can't remember, okay? If you can't remember last Monday, what about, last year Monday, on the Monday of April, whatever date, where you can't remember. Then other lives, forget about it. We don't even know we had those. So everything is passing. Everything is passing. What is the continuity? Then for the first time, some of you came to recognize the isness of existence. That's not a small thing. What it means, the isness of existence. Where everything, every feeling, every thought, every seed of memory, the idea you have of who you are and what this world is, our belief systems and different structures, different religions, whatever it is, arises from that. And is perceived from that. Is that a small thing? Can anybody hide that? How many people here does not know what we're talking about in terms of this invitation to discover the what is? Can I have a see? How many people is for the first time hearing about this recognition of what exists? Okay, they see one hand. But yet I saw that there are many hands who are coming for the first time. Yeah. I don't know what to make of that one.
Only in person for the first time.
Huh?
Only in person for the first time.
Only in person. Oh, okay. Can I put the question again, differently? I asked before how many people are coming for the first time, and a number of hands went up. So that may be a different response than how many people are experiencing satsang for the first time. I'm not talking about who have just been to Montesaja, but you have never, you don't know the subject of what we are speaking. And how did you come to find out about it here? What drew you to come here? Anybody brave enough to say? Yes?
YouTube channel.
So you have seen. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you watch it on YouTube, I count you in. If you have watched my talks on YouTube, it means that you, even better, you have a grasp what I'm talking about. You know we're not talking about football. You know we're not, yeah? You know, yeah, this is what he talks about. So, again, is there anybody who have not at all, don't know what they're doing here at all? Right. You don't know why you came.
I was hiking with my friends.
No, it's good, it's good, it's good. You were cycling with your friends?
Yes, and we are hiking.
You're hitchhiking?
Yes, and we have building, and very nice guys from up here.
Okay. Okay. No, it's good, it's good, it's very, very good.
Yeah, but
And-
we were interested in it because we heard what is it about, so we just came here.
Okay, the important thing is that you feel comfortable to be here.
Yes.
You're fine?
Yes, I'm very good. I'm
Very
with
good.
two of my friends also.
The friends are okay too? One said, okay. If you went like this, it's okay. If you went like this, I don't know. You're okay? Okay. You're okay? You're good?
I'm good.
You're good.
Thank
You're
you.
good. This is valuable thing, what you have just shared with us, because it shows that. Why? Because it will put an end gradually to all your delusions and confusions and your any kind of negative energies playing inside will start to rectify. You see where they come from, that they come from the ego state. And that the what is not an ego state. And you will begin, this is why I say it is important that once you discover it, that you stay with it for a little bit and just keep marinating in your discovery just for a while. So it's not just a mental it. So it's not just a psychological conviction, but that it is confirmed in you that this is real. It is real. It's not even a belief. It just is. You see? Okay, we're going to go on a little bit again and take someone else's question. See your hand. Can I see you for a moment?
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I discovered the what is in Zimar, but I also came across a very strong energy that takes me away from everything and puts me in my head and kind of locks me up in my head.
Really? So if we just took your head off, okay, and we put it over here, because you and your head is over here, and you have to speak something from your heart now. Because something's pushed you up in your head, and the one who can be pushed up in the head, I call it your attention maybe, or your ego identity or something, it's in the head, and we're just going to take the head off and put it behind over there now. And I said, I have no problem with the body, because from the neck down, you cannot sin. Okay? You cannot do anything wrong. Okay? Now speak something from here. If it's push you up in your head, somebody push you up in your head, and you don't know that, okay, that's the sensation. What happens now? If you're up in your head, what it means effectively in life? How does it affect you?
The effect is that can't make contact with anything around me. It's
Okay. Speak only from the head then. Okay, no, but I have to, he say, something has pushed me. Everything, right up, everything up there, from the toe all the way up. I'm in my head. I'm in my head. Why would something, whatever it is, do that? You have just made the most wonderful discovery in the human kingdom. You simply discovered your total harmony. I saw many people just after that this discovery, and I never see anybody so quiet. People so quiet and so happy. All their questions fell away. They felt very just calm, just like this. Okay, why would something come and go lock you up in your head? You can't come out.
It strains me here in my stomach too. Like it's.
And this has been going on since when?
It became more clear after Zimar, but I know this is a reaction.
So this is happening to the what is or not? No. It is happening to the idea you have of who you are. It is happening to your self-image. The idea, your egoic identity is having that. And actually, that egoic identity is not you. It's not anybody. Your ego identity is not you. It is just what you have taken to be you. And also, you've had many little identities and episodes like that, of ego rushes, and you believe yourself so strongly to be this type of person. You try to convince people who you are. You may even go to war and start to fight people for who you think you are. But that will change. And another moment you'll feel, wow, what was I doing? I mean, what was that? I was completely crazy. I don't believe this anymore. So we've had many different impressions about ourselves, many different ideas about who we are, and they all pass. They were not consistently true, isn't it? Your idea about yourself is not yourself. So something, it seems, inside the human instrument is not supporting your urge for freedom. It is like it wants to keep your attention just about on your everyday life and, paying your bills and getting a new car, and blah, 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 which is, it's okay too, but it's not enough for a true life. True life is not about the things you have, but of who you are. So, at first it would seem that these ideas, you discover something that feels very beautiful. And then something goes, no, you can't have that. In fact, I'm going to push you in your head in the place where you really get confused. And you can't integrate, you can't align yourself with other beings. You're going to feel very left out and strange. Is that your friend? I don't think so. And so there's a feeling of agitation and being in the head.
Yeah.
Is it anything other than a sensation? You can observe that. You can observe whatever effects happen in your body-mind. Why can you observe them? Because you are much bigger than that. You can observe whatever happens in the body, even in the most subtle expression, you are aware of it. You observe that. And whatever happens in the mind, the feeling of confusion, oh no, I don't want, and oh, why can't I do this? And now I am like this, and all these, you can observe them. Those feelings come and go. Don't give so much importance to these things. They come and go. Supposing you are working on a bus as a tour guide. You're working as a tour guide, and you're meeting people from all over the world just for 2 hours. Do you want to study all their names? No, you don't need to. You're not probably going to use them. You're not going to see them again, most likely. Why you study John? Was it John or John? No, forget about it. Your thoughts are just the same. They are just coming. And for what good are they? No good at all. It's nonsense. When a thought is useful, like for practical life, you'll use that thought and it won't leave any bad smell behind because it's just for practical purposes. But thoughts to do with how you feel about yourself and how you feel about people, you best just leave those alone because they're not serving you. They don't make you happy. They make you divisive, very untrusting, very resistant, and very cynical about life. They are not your friends. You have to discern also a little bit and use your natural power. You, all of you, everybody, you have natural power inside, but maybe it doesn't feel accessible for you because first of all, the first thing is we have to find out the truth of what we are. When you're sitting in your truth, these things won't trouble you. When you're believing yourself to be merely a person, which is primarily a psychological state of mind, then you will not be so happy. You will not be steadily happy in your life. You'll be happy for 5 minutes. And I don't want to have a repeat of that 5 minutes. And all of this. I am here to point you to something far, far beyond that nonsense. And you know, when I say far, far, not far, far there, right inside you.
It feels like that the force that has power, the mind has unconscious power over my breath, like it
Yes.
without knowing I stop
That
breathing or I stop.
That is his region. That's his vicinity. That's his region. Some people call this kind of mind, this kind of power, devil's power. Because it is trying to restrict, to control your mind and control your breath and to make you into a slave of this type of way. So your life doesn't find full expression.
And I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want to get free. I want to get...
Well, you know, to be free of that, you must be free of the present identity you're holding on to. It's not that is the problem, but it's who you think you are that is the problem. When you know yourself, you can play every kind of role and nothing happened to you. A good actor can play many different roles, and none of them leave a deep impression on him. When you know who you are, you can play all this you can experience, and they will not trouble you. But when you believe you are something you are not, then these things will trouble you. You'll really become obsessive about things, addictive to some things, full of vanity and pride and arrogance about other things. You see, this is not your true nature. This is not your true nature. Your true nature is one of peace and happiness. A happiness that doesn't even need a story. And a joy, a wisdom, a lightness of being, spontaneity, freshness, fearlessness. This is your true nature. And it comes with correct understanding, correct recognition of your true position as consciousness. At present, you are not living as consciousness. You're living because of consciousness, but you're not living as consciousness. You're living as a person. A person is also consciousness, but it is a kind of contaminated consciousness. It's not possible to contaminate consciousness. The only way to do that is that if it dreams something, it is dreaming like you are dreaming yourself to be something you're not, and so you're suffering in your dream. If you suffer in your dream, it's called nightmare. How to come out of that, you see? So, for the sake of those who perhaps are not familiar with this invitation, how it started was that I asked people if it was possible to come to a recognition within your own self, not merely a belief, but a recognition whereby you would immediately find a peace. You'll be free of any trouble in your mind and anxiety about life. You will discover your true nature. Right now, would you be up for it? That's what my question, isn't it? Is there anybody who would not be up for it? Because this is a very free place. If you're not up for it, I wouldn't want to put you through that. And I'd ask you, go outside and sit there's some nice olive trees outside. You can sit out there. But if you want to go with the exercise or with this invitation, you're welcome to stay. And we can look together. We are good? Yes. And if you need to leave, don't be embarrassed to go. Just say you're going to the loo and nobody and you'll go off. You can sit down for a moment now. What we said is that someone, let's say it is yourself, you have come and you have asked. You've said, Mooji, I hear some people say that you can help us to discover our true nature. And I want to discover this. Can you help me? Okay? I said, yes, we can do that. When you want to do it, you say right now. Can I speak for you like this? I'd like to see what that is. I want to be in that. I said, well, okay. Let's take a look, you see. Here I am in this space. I'm in a certain space, a room this designed to facilitate awakening. I'm in here. You have knocked at my door and you have asked me, can I come in and speak with you and discover with your guidance my true nature? I said, yes, you can come. But you must, before you come into this room, please leave your shoes outside, just like you have done today. You have to leave your shoes outside to come into this room. Me too, I have to leave also. Leave your shoes outside, and then I said also, you have to leave your mind outside. Now, of course, nobody's ever asked you to leave your mind outside. No? But it's not as difficult as it might appear to be. What do I mean by leaving your mind outside? It simply means that you don't talk about the past. Leave the past outside for a moment. Just for the time that you're here. If it's 5 minutes that we are going to be looking with you, then for 5 minutes, leave your mind outside. When we are finished, success or failure, you can go back and get your stuff. Your old mentality and thoughts and all of that. I don't want it. Nobody wants it anyway. It will be right where you left it. I don't think anybody's going to steal your old baggage of stuff. So leave it outside. And also, don't speak about the future like I would like to. I'd like to be a yoga teacher. I would like to be a satsang teacher. I would like to travel around the world and see. No, I don't want to hear it. It's not important. Later, when you are by yourself, you can do that. But for this, I don't want to speak about future, and we're not going to talk about past. And you will say what? It's okay? Yes. So, if you are going to say, well, I'm not sure, I'm just going to wait and just see what happens and so on, then you will not come to the recognition. You have to be open. Now your mind might say, but I'm not sure if I can trust this person. Maybe he's going to deceive me and put me into some kind of hypnotic state and something and steal my money. Okay, so I would say this time is not for you. You go and wait maybe for another time. And then you can see, then after the exercise is finished, if I've got a lot of people's money and they're going out bumping into trees and stuff, you say, wow, I was so lucky I didn't join in and managed to escape. But for the rest of you trusting ones, are you on board?
Yes.
Very good. So we're not going to speak or engage about past, I don't want to know. About future, I don't want to know. And about present, like what you're thinking and feeling right now, I don't want to know. It's not important. These are things in time, they're always swimming by. And you can do this, it's actually not difficult. We do it all the time. You withdraw your attention from some things because you don't want to go there. So you withdraw your attention from the past and from future and from even present. When you feel like you're empty of these, then I say, come in. And close the door and come and sit. So I give you a few moments for that. When you feel comfortable that you've left these, you will not engage with them, this is already something beautiful. You've made a choice. You make a choice, I don't want to engage with my thoughts about past and present and future, because this really matters to me, that I'm really present and I really give my full attention to what Mooji is pointing. And it is very simple. So you're here. Now, normally the mind will come and say, well, okay, I've done what you asked, what now? What's the next thing? And I'm going to say, there's no next thing. I want you for now, don't go to next, because that's your stretch towards future again. Don't touch the idea of expecting something for now. Just be totally empty, even of next. So that may seem very unusual, that I'm not leading you down the road. I'm just telling you, just stop. This is just to stop. No past, no future, no present, no next. Okay? And no hold on to your identity also of who you think you are and what, none of this. Just be empty of all of this. You're simply here. And you're not waiting. Don't be waiting. Just notice when I speak with you, and just be with this. Don't be waiting. This is possible for you. I'm only bringing your attention to now. And here. That's all. Just be as you are just now. No baggage of past and what you want to do in the future. Just leave that alone for a moment and you are just here now. And now that you're here, I can ask you some simple questions. Don't be trying, don't be making any effort, because the now does not need your effort. To be here, you don't need any effort, you're already here. There is an awareness here. You're simply here, and you are aware that you are here. This now that is. Can this fade? This. We're not going to give it any. I call it the what is. It will do for now. What is here, which is yourself. You are here. I didn't say leave yourself outside. I said leave your stuff outside. You're here. Without your stories about you and your albums about you and just you. Just you. And the awareness. And awareness is here, you see. This effortless isness. Can it go away? I'm asking you now and I need some feedback from you. Can it go away? No, it cannot go away. Does it have a shape, I ask? No. What about size? How big is it or how small is it? Does it have size? No. Color? No. Whatever is here, is it your belief? At the back over there, you can answer? No, it's not merely belief. Can it be touched? No. Does it have any moods in itself? No, no moods. Here's a good one. Can it be sick? No. You're quite sure. No, it cannot be sick. Can it expand? Ah, not so much answers, no. Can it expand? No, no. To expand means you have a size. Would you agree? Yeah? So can it expand? No, it's not expansive. Supposing you, whilst being aware of it, you fell asleep. When you wake up, would it be gone? You sure? No. Yes. Okay. I'm going to ask you a very difficult one. Can it die? Over there? You? It can be loved, someone say it can be loved. By whom can it be loved? Let's slow down a little bit now, because it can be loved. And I'm not disagreeing, I'm only asking now. By whom can it be loved? By itself. Let me ask you another thing, one thing. How close to you are it? Is it? I mean, closer, would you say intimate, or which is very close? Or a millimeter or more? How close are you to it? No distance. No distance. And if I say, you're sure you're not just imagining all of this? Over this side here? No. You're a bit weak on this side. I don't know what's happening over there. What about you? You imagining? You sure you're not imagining? I have not thrown magic powder in your face and you are seeing with your own light? And if you came from, say, Croatia or from, Mexico or someplace, I mean, is it that you live too far for it to come with you, or what? Will it travel with you when you go back? Yes. So, yes. Extra seat in the plane. She's traveling in it. Okay. Let's just stop for a moment and really check in with what you're saying. It cannot travel. Just stop for a moment and we are checking in if what you are discovering and saying, is it true? Just be with it for a moment. Is there it and you? No. So yourself and it are one and the same, you would say like this? Was it born sometime? Were you born sometime? Really? Where are you answering these questions from?
From it as if saying no distance.
Anybody here? Where are you answering? Where are these answers coming from? From your head? From your senses? Huh? From truth. If yourself and this is identical or is one, more put it is one, and you say it has no complaint, it cannot be sick, it cannot die, it cannot go away. But yet, all our lives, we had not recognized it. Where was it? It's here. So I'm asking you, how important is this discovery today? You must speak for yourself. Because either your mind is going to say, yeah, that's really quite, hey, that's neat. That's, awesome, man. Whoa, it's really good. We can practice that sometime. I got the secret now. Yeah, hey, I went to see Mooji and I'm awake. I'm enlightened, man. I'm starting my own series next week. Is it so? No. Perhaps it's more like a beginning for many people. Because before this recognition, we speak about, but, you're looking at this, but, sometimes people are not sure. Yeah, but you cannot be this, but not sure. But today you are clear that you have a fixed point from where you can compare something. Because something on this side or somewhere is going to say, yeah, but, you know, this, and yeah, but, and you have to look and say, is that you? But it feels like you. There's a space, a dimension of expression which is very, very personal. A place you feel you know very well. Your identity, your person. Where does that operate in the what is? Is it just two distinct things, have nothing to do with each other?
Gives the flavor to this consciousness.
He says that the personality and so on gives a flavor to the consciousness. It's not bad, we can look more. You are saying over there? So quite rightly, she said, at the moment, it still feels like two, okay? Which is honest, good. Still feels like two. And so you're speaking as the what is or as the person?
I'm scared to speak because...
Come, we want to hear, even though you're scared to speak. We want to hear what you speak. Everything, you see, for one who is genuinely searching, looking for what is true, everything, every doubt, everything, you're going to use it as a mirror in a way. Either as a mirror or as a window to look through or look at where your voice is coming from, where your identity is coming from, where these thoughts are coming from. Let's take a look.
It's like, I know, but mind is just like they're saying, well, if you know, then I'm not going to be here.
Right, which means?
I'm back in the person again.
No,
But-
don't do mind's work for him. And the mind just starts a sentence, you finish it off.
It's like, you know, like...
Suppose mind say like that, and suppose it comes from the mind and it says like this, you know, if this is true, then what did he say, I'm out of here? Or there's no?
It's like my mind's gone off on one, and it's like I've been trying to do like the inquiry with like who's like going off on one, and if I'm honest,
Yeah. Sorry, you being what again? Just qualify yourself. Who is speaking now? Let me just understand.
well, you see, I don't know if this is. It's like I really want to clear something up.
Yes.
And it's like mind is saying to me, yeah, go on, you speak to Mooji, and I've got you in a corner because it's like this is now mind is asking the question and mind shouldn't be like asking the question. And it's like it's got me in this little box now that I just daren't speak because whatever I say is going to be from the mind and the person, and it's wrong.
You are still identified as that which the mind is capable of speaking with and having a relationship with. The idea you have of yourself is where your identity is holding on. That mind, the psychological force of the mind that you're speaking about and from, it cannot intimidate the pure self. It cannot intimidate the what is, by the way, isn't it?
Sorry.
Can it intimidate the what is?
No.
No. Okay. So it has to find something that it can intimidate. The one who will jump when he goes boo. Okay? And presently that one you have volunteered, I am that one. Okay? Because your self-evaluation is of someone who can lose this thing or can be held by the mind, and the mind is going to go, I don't stop. And you'll go, ouch, 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 ouch. Please, please, I will be a good girl. I won't go to Mooji again. And I'll be innocent. Something has been this. that identity is reacting that way. And perhaps it's the only way you think, or that's the only space you really fit as a person. You fit into that space. And you're not as yet, acclimatized yourself to your newfound space of the what isness. Let's slow down so we can listen, we can go over that. Because when it first emerged in me that we were going to, this example, this invitation was being presented, I first felt this is the end of my work. Because I can show you, and that will be it. But it's not it. I show you, and you see, aha, this is what I am. And then another series of work begins to clarify your doubts. Because something is still going back to the old regime of identity and say, yes, I know the what is. I've been there. It's really nice. It's really together, okay? But I am not together right now. So I don't qualify to say I am the what is in my present state. You see? We need to look at that which is speaking, and to not from some abstract place, but from the place where I'm asking you, for now, don't study about this. Just be with it. Just be with it. Just like you've just delivered the baby, and you just be with it. Okay? You don't be interviewing the baby. Okay? Just be with the baby. Just be there. Okay? And your love or your growing appreciation, because I say growing, because it can be a very slow thing. You have not felt the impact of your seeing yet. You see, it's going to feel like a slow release tablet. You take it, you feel nothing for a bit. And gradually its power is waking up in you. That's the impact of seeing. It's not just a slap in the face and, oh, Mr. Buddha. No, it is somehow that you've been hit and you don't realize it's too fast. Somebody was saying, one man was saying, I'm skipping a little bit, still for you, so don't go to sleep, okay? Said that they were talking about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was a great martial artist, no? And he said that they were on set and they were practicing a scene, and Bruce Lee was showing the actors what to do, and some of the other actors were saying, he's not as good. He's not as good as they make him out to be. He's just an actor. He's not that good. At the same time, one of these wannabe actors jumped out from above on something, challenged Bruce Lee, come and take me on. We have a break now. I want to see how good you are. Okay? So Bruce Lee said to him, attack me anyway. So he kicked me, he says. So the man threw a kick and Bruce Lee simply blocked it. Then it was Bruce Lee's turn. Bruce Lee threw a kick and it was so fast that nothing happened. Okay? So the guy was laughing like, that was nothing. And then he spat all his blood and teeth out. Okay? Not a nice thing to be saying in satsang for the moment, but a good example, no? Okay? Meaning that it was so fast, okay? Even he himself didn't feel the impact itself, no? But he's going to laugh and okay? I'm not going to say something like this is going to happen to you. But the impact of seeing is like this. It has happened, and gradually, wow, waves of illumination will begin to surface within you, and you will come to know without study even. Why? Because here now you are just being with it. It's like, what is? I mean, there's nothing to describe. There's nothing you can share. So I can give you a piece of what is, I've got plenty or something. You can't share it like that. It is not any religion specifically. It is not anything personal. It cannot be sick. It cannot die. It cannot leave. Where has it been all my life? Well, right here. Wow, how do you explain this? Don't. Keep quiet. Keep looking at it, looking towards it, being one with it. And gradually, it will begin to flower in you. You follow? Because at first what's going to happen is your mind goes, yeah, well, been there, done that. Well, very nice. I know where to go. Next time I'm feeling a little bit moody, I'll just go to the what is. No, you won't. Because it is as though in the play of life, not in the reality itself, in the play of life, it is as though your mind has been trying to catch your attention so you don't recognize the what is. It's like every time anything comes close, it will give it another label, another reading, and your attention will just go there. And, as you're coming close to recognition, the mind throws a stone in the bush, and you what was that? And you're off the scent again. It plays like this. And funny enough, it seems like it's meant to play like that for a while, until you are sufficiently ripe enough to grasp something of it. The life will give you, the nature of life in its expansive evolutionary movement is that it doesn't give you full solution, it gives you a hint. And you must exercise your discernment. You must grow in your power to recognize. And then as you recognize, you exercise. You're developing spiritual muscles. And spiritual muscles are that you look and then you discern and you feel, you come to higher and higher states of consciousness. Not because it gives you fully. When you are fully mature, then you get even what you've not asked for. You don't even have to want. The one who is mature in the heart is without wants. They don't, God, please give me. What? They don't have no want. The one who has no want is free. The one who has a lot of wants does not know themselves. Yourself is the source of all things. It satisfies itself. And we are growing back. It's almost as though in this life the opportunity is to win yourself back from states of delusion whereby you're not perceiving correctly. We're perceiving on the basis of being a person, which is a very contracted, very limited form of consciousness. It is consciousness also, but it is a very handicapped consciousness. It's a very restricted consciousness. But because of the momentum of habit, because of habit, a reflex goes back to the old regime of being. And that will happen for a while as you're slowly crossing over a shift from person to presence and from presence to pure awareness. This is the real evolution. So it is not so out of place what you've said. I expect that as a result of your seeing now, of course, the old identity will still spring up. Don't be super surprised about that. But each time, something is saying, yeah, but I've lost it now, and at a certain point, you are not going to, that voice will not have any influence over you.
It's not. It's not even a voice like saying that I've like lost it. It's like talking about. Because like another word for consciousness is God, isn't it? And you talk about blasphemy.
I speak about blasphemy. In what context?
That people to say that, like their God is blasphemy.
Say?
That for people to say that they, like people can't admit that they're like the God self because it's blasphemy.
No, you are misquoting how it said.
Right.
I say that some people feel to say that you are one with God is a blasphemy. But I say rather to feel that you are apart from God is blasphemy.
Right.
It can also be seen like that, isn't it? That where would you get your power from? Where is your source that you can speak like that? You see, so the language is very, very open.
Mm-hmm.
We say, depending on what your culture is and the way of looking, you see, people say things like that. But I'm not saying that you say that you are equal to. I'm saying you are one with. One with mean I'm of the house of God. I'm in harmony with that field of God, you can say. That is only brought about through your awareness and through your inner recognition. If you say it prematurely, it amounts to an arrogance. It means nothing at all. You see, even you don't have to be saying this. You're seeing this. You're seeing that, well, where else can I be from? Where am I? Who am I? When we have the feeling that we are just the body and our conditioning, you feel yourself to be an objective entity, solid and tangible. So therefore, you search in life for things which are equally tangible and objective. You see, that's what you love. And you are very much attached to the fruit of the senses and the projections of the mind. As you become more and more established in a subtler consciousness, the body feels an inadequate representation of what consciousness is. You see? So you are experiencing yourself not so much as form, but in formlessness. And anyone who meditates or you're contemplating or inquiring, you're coming to a kind of formlessness that where the seeing is emerging from, that cannot be seen because it doesn't have this, it's not an elemental quality. It's not have shape or size. It is more spatial. So something feels growingly comfortable with that recognition. So it is a maturing, you see, like that. Eventually you will see that you will not worry so much for the form because you are in your formless state. You're happy with the form and you are beyond the form and you're still happy with the form. You follow? And you must be experiencing this also. It's not something I'm giving you some futuristic thing. Everything is now. But whether you're able to appreciate it or to recognize it now, that I don't know. That may take a little bit more time.
I think what was like when I said about being in a box, it was if like I was damned on both sides. So
that you were what?
I was like damned on both sides. So
Okay.
to admit that I'm like one with God on one side was like wrong to say, and then like you say, to say I'm not of God is wrong also. So it was like I was condemned or like damned on both sides. And when I did, when you did the invitation, and I don't like to say the words I got it, but it was like, that wasn't good enough. How could that be?
This can only, see, what can happen here is simply because you're thinking too personally. When you're thinking personally, when you're strong in the body-mind, your thoughts become very personal. And you'll perceive God personally. You understand? We were talking about this before, that at one time we were only taught that, God is up there, and we are down here, and we are just His creatures, and so on. But in real experiencing, we found that is when I believe I'm just this body and this mind. It is actually a very low belief system. Can I say like this? It is not a honorable thought at all, that you're merely your body, just something which is perishable, and your mind, which is so fluctuating. The mind is not stable at all. Who can disagree with that? That the bodies go back to the earth, and the mind stuff just the seed of the mind, if it carries a lot of identity, okay, it will go somewhere when the body drops. And it will carry that thought, and that thought will need an instrument through which it can continue to sort itself out. If you want to call it reincarnation, I'm not going to stress on that right now, but your idea of yourself as just only the body and the body-mind conditioning is a lowly thought. And if you believe it, which we are all brought up to believe like that, okay, we become very easily victims of life. The mind force of the darker energies and so on, they will easily overwhelm you because you think of yourself as perishable. You understand? We will be prone to feelings of guilt and fear and judgment and damnation and just unforgivable, unworthiness. All these things, you will know these kind of qualities more. You see? Because you think of yourself as a thing. And things are passing and perishable. But as you begin to be pointed inwardly, and grace helps you to do that, to look internally. When you look internally, you begin to discover eternal. When you begin to look inside, you see that, but all these forms are being seen, but the seer of them, can the seer of them be seen? And when you really genuinely try to find who is seeing these, and not just assume or speak from what you've read in a book, but really look for yourself, you find the seer cannot be seen. And that is a fact of experiencing. And that something feels more truthful, more open, more universal, more powerful, more just beautiful. It feels very natural, and all of these other higher qualities are coming in. Because when you hold the thought that you're only the body-mind, that cannot embrace the higher consciousness, you see. Only as you are discovering your formlessness, you can then be capable of perceiving the higher modes of consciousness. And then it will not feel all blasphemy and all these thoughts, which makes a human being feel heavy and afraid. They will thin away because you have transcended them. Your mind has gone to a higher altitude of consciousness, and these lower impressions and vibrations, they cannot breathe in that altitude. So they will stay only in the low area of the manifest, you see.
What mind said when I had the recognition was, if this is consciousness, well, this is mind was saying about the recognition, if this is consciousness, it's not very... It's not a reflection of how glorious God is. Because, like you said, I think I had a perception of how it should be, because, your
As I said to you, this is a beginning.
Okay.
You've come through a door and you think you've seen the mansion. You're just stepped in through the front door and you think, wow, so this is the mansion. Yeah?
But mind makes me feel so bad when I'm sitting there and you ask the questions
No,
and everyone's going, yes.
Mind
yes,
doesn't make
yes.
you feel. Mind says things that you believe. Mind say things and you believe them. And by believing them, you come to feel very shrunken and weak and so on. You're a believer in your mind. You see? So as long as you keep looking from the place of the person, it will feel as though, my mind is beating, my mind is like this and so on. But it is there. One day you will thank your mind. You will say, thank you, because when I believe myself to be a person, you were on my back, okay? Biting me so that I will jump out of the person and into presence. When I was in presence, you could not bite me. Your bite pushed me to presence. You see? When you flatter me, you made me go to sleep to who I am. But when you kick me, I woke up to who I am. You see? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Many people want to know what it means if you say, I, Dennis, don't exist. Because if you say this anywhere else, they'll lock you up. Arunachala is a special place. Because you can say things like this and you're in good company. So, this is a secret you will leave here. you you don't tell your boss. I don't exist. And then he will tell you your wages don't exist. Oh dear. How can we carry on after this? You better go back to your seat.